Well, hello. It's Thursday night. It's spoon time. We're on time. I'm really hyped. I just finished making this pizza right when I ran upstairs. So I'm pretty excited. We have a packed house of a great cast tonight, a lot of returning peoples, and we have another guest that's going to pop in just a few moments as well. But I'm prepping for Free Comic Book Day on Saturday. I'm pretty hyped. I'm going to be at Four Color Fantasies hanging out with Jesse Lonergan. And I'm actually going to pull up all their names right now because I don't want to butcher them before I start announcing all that. But I have all these new zines. I'm going to like staple a couple of them. I think I'm going to work on some little sketches I have, ink them, maybe try to make a couple bucks, and see if I can make a good four color fantasy free comic book day event. But I'm going to be with Jesse Lonergan, Christina Hoffman, and Joey Esposito. And Joey did The Pedestrian. He wrote The Pedestrian, for those who know that. But yeah. So I have a busy night of cool little fun experimental things I can do. And so, Max, what are you working on tonight?
I'm folding mini zines for my gallery show, and then I don't know because I think I'm gonna finish this. So I'm probably gonna do some lettering for gag.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Well, it's tedious, but yeah.
Yeah. There was a hint of like, oh gosh, in that too.
Yeah.
Rad. That's super exciting. Let's do a little roundtable of our guests as we dive in. Aaron, welcome to the show. Popping in, saving the day. We actually had a guest that couldn't make it, so I'm so glad that you popped in randomly again this week.
That's what I do.
We planned randomly. Well, what you working
on? Well, tonight, I have a few different things I'm working on. I need to design kind of a different version of a robot for my sci-fi story. But I took a detour, and I have this story idea where Wesley takes a shopping cart around the city and collects cans. So, oh boy. And my daughter's screaming about scrambled eggs. As you do. And there she goes. But I've been working on this week, so there's going to be a can return, and that's right next to my local shop here. So I'll be jumping around like trying to figure out this sequence, and then also designing like a more intense robot. And I also have a busy weekend coming up for Free Comic Book Day. I'm actually not going to be tabling at my local shop. I got invited out to the Liverpool Public Library out here in Syracuse area to exhibit my work and talk about stuff. And it's a cool event. They have a bunch of people who are going to be talking. Tom Payer, who's the I think editor-in-chief of Ahoy Comics, is going to be speaking there, so I'm going to check that out. And on Sunday, I got invited to I can't remember the name of the Pop Market, I think is the name of it, out in Elmira. The owner invited me to go out there for that, and my buddies Fred C. Stressing and Meg Casey are going to table down there too, and they're super busy. So even if I don't sell anything, I'll be able to hang out with them and chat with them a little bit. So busy weekend.
Well, that's always fun.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, like the finding a free comic book day event to take place in. I used to help my local shops out all the time, and so now like actually being able to table and like be at it like part of an event, like it trips me out. Like it really means a lot to me, like having this opportunity, and it's crazy growing up as a fan and then being able to like be there as like a creator. Total trip.
I love being on the other side of the table.
Yeah.
Well, because as a teacher, I also have that like you want to gently antagonize the customer too. That's my strategy. Mm-hmm. It's that teacher persona. You can't help but use it at table.
I feel that. Well, rad, dude. We'll talk more about Free Comic Book Day now too. But Brandon Matthews, welcome back to the show.
Hey.
So happy you're here.
I'm doing good. How about you?
Doing great, dude. What are you gonna be working on?
Yesterday I just finished a chapter of my comic book, or should I say manga, of my The Outer Realms story. This is like the first issue.
Ooh.
I'm working on the second issue right now, this this book, it was created by I used sorry, Comix Wellspring to help me put out these part of these pages and stuff.
Dude, nice. Yeah, you're on Comics.1 with the POD as well now, huh?
Yeah, I just released the next issue 3 of my Full Metal Spectre's Blue series.
Ooh. So you have, oh wow, 3 issues. I didn't realize you had 3 issues already posted up there. That's crazy. Gosh, I got to
Yeah,
catch up on that.
yeah.
So what are you working on? What did you say that you were working on tonight? Are you building up on issue 4 already?
So far, I'm working on the scripts for issue 4 of Full Metal Spectre. While I do that, I'm going to work on my my other stuff as well, such as Neo Destiny.
Ooh.
It's another it's a fantasy manga series where it's more mature and it's a bit with the swords and sorcery. Full Metal Spectre Blue is pretty mature too, but um, this one's more. It's more inspired by Conan, Berserk, and other that good stuff.
Oh, nice. That's cool. That's super rad.
Yeah.
Well, cool, man. We'll talk more about it right now too. That's super exciting. I'm glad you're on the show tonight and get to hang out with us. I'm really happy that you're back on it.
Thank you.
Let's see. We got a Mark, dude. You're making some progress on that new book, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What?
I'm
What?
wondering, page 10. I was working on it today earlier while working on other things, and on Saturday I'm doing a craft fair with the Herkimer High School on Saturday. So
Oh, cool. That's rad.
you have to show up at 7 o'clock and the show
Oh my
starts
gosh.
at 9. So. And it's only a
Wow.
couple of blocks away from where I live, so I can walk it to my stuff with my cart.
Yeah.
That's what I like about my shop. It's not exactly walking distance, but it's like a 3 minute, 5 minute drive if I hit a light, you know. Um, and it's super close by. I do a library show later in May, and that's actually that's walking distance from my house. Or a nice little stroll, and it's always nice having a nearby event.
Well, I love it when
Uh,
the kids see my stuff and they're like, "You actually draw this?" I said, "Yeah." "Oh, nice work, sick."
oh, I love that.
And then I turn to somebody and I hope sick means it's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hands down, yeah, great compliment. One we all aspire to get from random people.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm glad you're on the show tonight. We'll catch up more too. Excited to talk and see what happens during this evening. And we also have Reece. Dude, welcome back to the show.
It feels so good to be back. How's it going? How's it going to everyone? Welcome one, welcome all. That's
Hey.
right. We are in the comic verse. Let's go. It's Comic Con season. Can you feel the energy, ladies and gentlemen? This is WrestleMania energy. How we doing tonight, man?
I'm so hyped you're here. So excited, dude. What are you working on? You have so much going on.
I'm literally just getting in town, so like, yeah, forgive me for the jet lag. Like, shout out to all my people that travel and just do this, this business that we live in, indie work, man, and just continuously work. So tonight I got a special project I'm working on for a client. I can't say what the project is. You guys are just gonna have to sit back, relax, and watch it, and watch as the show flies.
Love it. Love it. Those are always cool, like having the secret projects on air. You know what I mean? I always think that's a pleasure.
But it's gonna be awesome tonight. I got a special announcement at the end of the night as well.
Oh, hell yeah. Dude, yes. So hyped. So did you just come back from an event or what?
I was actually down south doing a couple things for some clients and stuff, man. Some independent work. down in Charlotte, North Carolina. Shout out to Charlotte. You guys are
Oh,
awesome. Shout out to Raleigh, North Carolina. Shout out to a lot of you guys that got events coming up for Free Comic Book Day coming up this weekend. Go out there, get some free comics. Meet a lot of these indie guys, man. It is awesome. We are out here and we are ready for 2026 season.
You sound hype.
Always, man. I love this time of year, man. I love meeting the fans and just having a great time meeting new people. So yeah, I love this type of year.
I wish I can go to Free Comic Book Day, but things are pretty busy over here.
Heck
oh,
yeah,
really? How
that's
come?
really
Honestly, that's kind of the way it is where I'm at because like I'm glad like Free Comic Book Day is like an all day event. Because they have Apple Blossom where I live,
Mhm.
and it's like they closed down the entire city, and I'm right next to like downtown, where like a lot of the events take place. So even like my whole street is blocked off, and they have like things starting from early in the morning. Well, it's actually starting tomorrow throughout like Sunday morning. So like once I leave on Saturday, I won't be able to park again. And that's the only reason I'm leaving is because I'm doing the event. I would not leave otherwise. It's that crazy around here. What where you at, Brandon? Where it kind of is it like busy in your area? Do you guys have events or something like where you live?
I live in West Hartford, Connecticut, and the comic book store that's having it's in Manchester. But
Oh,
there's one
dang.
more. Yeah, there's one problem though. I have no bus fare or to get there.
Yeah, no, that's a distance too.
Yeah.
Um, no, that's kind of that's kind of cool to hear because you're not the only person I've heard, and I never really thought of it that way because I've been really fortunate, being in El Paso and being in where I am in Winchester now, like having shops that are active for Free Comic Book Day. But you're like the second person I've heard just today that can't really attend an event or do an event. So I wonder what we could do, like to do like a virtual Free Comic Book Day or like have like a panel type of stuff. You know what I mean? For those who are at home and don't really
That
get to
sounds
go out and do stuff.
that sounds awesome.
Yeah. I'm
heck
trying to
yeah.
cook up something for next year.
I mean, I've got my
That'd be
stuff
really
up
cool.
on Global Comics. Most of my comics work to read for free, so that's my contribution.
I I have my comics on Global Comics as well.
Yeah. What do you think of the platform?
I really love it.
Yeah, I like how
I
you
haven't
get stuff up.
I need to dive into it more. I set up the account. I have Apollo books on there. You have I have some CWS books on there for free. There's actually a link to our Global Comics page in the episode description if you guys check that out. There's like the first anthologies I put together for CWS on there for free.
There
I'd
you go.
advertise that more.
Why wait until Saturday? Free Comic Book Day starts right now.
um,
Heck yeah.
dang, I should remember to tell Chris about that. That's a good post. Let's hope I do that. Um, but do any of you guys use drive-through comics?
I have not.
Drive Through Comics, what's that?
It's another platform to sell your books. And I hear from some creators through CWS that like that's a good platform for them to sell things on.
Really?
Hey,
Yeah.
I haven't explored it.
I'm glad to check that out.
I've never been on that platform, but I would love to definitely check it out and
Yeah.
see how it runs.
It's crazy. I don't know. I've heard from some people that do. That's like their main source of income. But I don't know who shops or buys on there. And I think it's like kind of smaller. So I think there's a smaller selection. So that probably helps like that purpose. But like it's meant for indie books. Just, I
more
think.
curated.
Yeah. But Global is like doing good with exposure and they're just getting bigger and bigger. So it's like that's the platform you want to be on for discoverability.
Yeah, I think so. And the thing that I really like about it too is you don't have to have an account. And if you want somebody to read your comic or if you want to get on there and start reading stuff, you can basically just click right into it and the stuff will load up.
Yep.
And it has two up capability. I might have been talking about this last week. but like if at all possible, like seeing everything in spreads, especially. I mean, if you're not reading traditionally, it's nice to get the 2-up version digitally.
What else did you have you gotten anything from like the payment system?
The payment system?
Like on
No,
global.
not yet.
Yeah, I
It's
haven't.
like
All my stuff is free because if I start charging, only going to scare people away. And if I need to basically build up my tribe, my support group, in order before I can do stuff like that.
I hear you.
no, I feel I have some free stuff on there and I have a couple that I charge for. I think I've had one person purchase it, but you kind of like build up in like cents and increments. Like I haven't done a payout and I think a payout's like $35, but I got to get on like promoting that I'm on global and like tag them. And there's a global comics Discord channel too.
Oh snap!
Really?
Yeah.
I'm on there.
Oh, okay, cool. I need to be on there more. I need to focus back on the Discord in general.
Yeah, I haven't been there in a while because barely people pay attention to me on there.
I think that's just like Discord sometimes. I think the CWS one, people are really interactive and I love that.
Yeah, I'm
but-
on there too.
Yeah. People always react to your stuff and I've noticed that, but some Discord channels, they just kind of stay quiet, but I know we make a difference because I drop all the videos in the Discord channels and that's where we've picked up viewers in the long run, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think Global Comics promotes more Marvel and DC stuff.
Yeah.
They really do.
Then
They
they
have like an
do
indie
indie.
shout out. It's kind of everywhere right now too, unfortunately, you know?
That's why I want to become that's why I want to basically make my own company in order to compete with Marvel and DC, so they won't be the big two anymore. They'll be like the big three.
Oh, should
There
we
you
say Disney Marvel?
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
But hopefully,
So-
since they put the Marvel and DC stuff and they put like indie stuff next to that, so maybe they'll come for Spider-Man and stay for the other stuff.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly where I'm at with it. I'm kind of
Come for Spider-Man, stay for Deuces a while.
yeah. There you go.
And I think Todd McFarlane is focusing more on his toys than he's doing anything else.
Well, he's doing a lot of stuff with the comics. Is it Matt Rosenberg?
Yeah, he's hopping on to be that was big news. Yeah, that was
I'm curious about that. I love his writing.
yeah. Matt's gonna. I'm excited to pick up Spawn again.
Yeah, I might.
I always pick up
Spawn.
Spawn.
Spawn was with Jason Chen Alexander on art.
Oh yeah, that was great stuff.
Which title will he be working on? Is it going to be like King Spawn or like which?
Regular
Gunslinger's
Spawn.
pretty good.
Regular and King,
Oh wow.
and then Thomas Healy, I think, is taking over the Scorched, which is super cool. He's the editor in chief, and he's writing the Book of Nyx right now too for them.
Hmm.
Yeah, the Scorched was great too. I got to catch up on that.
Mm-hmm.
I am a completionist though, so I did try and this started in COVID, dude. I started reading Spawn from issue 1 and like all the tie-ins, and I'm on like issue 184 or something, but I've read all the tie-ins that happened between then, and I just like lost momentum. And every so while I'll go into spurt and I'll read like 50 issues at once and then stop. But I need to go back to Spawn.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
There's a lot. It's a lot, and then it's like in the beginning, especially like the writing isn't the best. You're just looking at the art, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's how that Image age was. You know, the writing was the best, but their art just told a different type of story. So you just like, you know what? Don't care.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I feel that. And that's what I'm appreciating more about comics now too. Is like, oh, I don't really care for some of this part, but like I love this aspect of this book. Like you start to appreciate books that you never like that you probably just missed before, you know, because
Mhm.
that wasn't your focus on what was like so good about it.
But like I'm catching up so much on, I call it the old man manga, like all the good mangas from the 80s and 90s. But you're just catching
Oh,
up
like
now.
what? Like what?
Oh, like I have Akira. I'm just about done with all of Akira.
Oh, dude, it's so good, right? Like the whole thing is so epic. Like
It's really epic and it's very cinematic. Like it's like
you
a no
realize how
brainer
much the movie
film.
cut out. Sorry, I got excited. You realize how much the movie cut out too.
What's that? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna watch the
Yeah.
movie again after I finish reading the book, so I can compare them, and, like have a point of reference.
Dude, there's some characters that don't even
Oh, I
appear.
see. Oh, really?
How good
Yeah,
all
the-
Yeah, there's a lot of characters that didn't appear in the movie that's actually in the book.
right? Like, and there's one character, like it's the I forget who she's like she like runs one gang of something, but she's like
Mm-hmm.
the bigger hair and everything, and she's like the
Oh.
bigger girl. Like she's in the movie for like a shot, like a literal shot. You see her, and she's like such a
Mhm.
pivotal character in the book.
Yeah, she's like the huge opposing, like
Yeah.
the benevolent gang leader
Yep.
who was one of the one of the early numbers who escaped.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember, it starts with an M.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about though. So
But here's the question now: Is it true they're doing a live action version of this?
Yeah, I
I think
keep
it-
hearing about it.
I keep on hearing about one happening and then it gets canceled and like, or you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if there is one in active development. Someone tell us in the chat.
Who was it?
I don't trust Hollywood with that.
Right?
Well,
it's-
if I don't know, because if the same company was to produce the one that did Samurai X, because that live action Samurai X was just, I don't know, it just hit different.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like you know, Kenshin was always a favorite of mine from the '90s, and so when they did the actual live action movies, those actually were as close to the paint as you want to get. You know,
Okay.
from the characters, the way the storyline was, like you know, it was very hands on with Kenshin. So
Okay. Maybe there's hope. It depends. I know Taika Waititi or whatever was supposed to do a version that got stopped.
Thank God,
Mhm.
because I don't trust Hollywood. They're probably going to butcher the Akira bike slide that I keep
Oh,
seeing.
over and over. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna have that kind of steampunk manga too, but it's gonna be even more cinematic and different.
Yeah, sometimes it's just like, okay, you just did that. It's like just for that.
I don't know. It's a weird choice to make. I felt the same way when they tried to remake RoboCop. It's just like, why?
Yeah, it's too good. Like, how do you beat like? Yeah.
Like, have you heard about the term in graffiti culture, like burning? Like, are you gonna burn that? Like if you do graffiti over existing graffiti, you've got to do something
Oh.
that's on the wall.
yep,
Yeah.
yep.
There you go.
I ascribe
They
to
don't.
that philosophy.
Yeah, hands down, dude. Just leave the good stuff alone a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, if you have a different take and you're like, you know what, I think this will be like way better and way different. Okay, go for it. But even they remade Suspiria, and like that was good, but like the original, I still think the original's better.
It is. Part 2 is okay. Part 3 sucked.
Oh, which one is this? I don't think I caught the.
Oh, Suspiria, like the
Oh, Suspiria. Oh.
Mario Argento.
I thought you guys were still talking about RoboCop.
I thought the new Suspiria was good.
I mean, it is, but I don't know. I like those bright splashes of color and like I don't know. The original can't be topped for me.
I've only seen the original, I think.
I think the new Suspiria. I mean, like, yeah, it's the same story more or less, but I think that they're like two totally different movies.
Vesperia, what's that?
Now,
Oh,
one that I will hit
like a
you
horror
with
movie.
that the remakes suck. Even any just modern version of it is Evil Dead.
Oh, the
You
remake?
can't,
Really?
you can't beat Evil Dead 1 and 2.
I
That
love
is
the new
true.
ones too.
The-
I love all of them. I
Yeah.
really do enjoy the new ones.
yeah,
Fede Alvarez
I
one
do
was
not
so
like the
funny.
Evil Dead reboot.
I thought they were fun.
I haven't seen Rise though. I hear it's like decent enough, like a decent watch.
That's the second one that came out, like the part 2.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't think it's Fede Alvarez who did that one.
I
though.
like it. They're just fun. Like they're just gory, ridiculous. Like if it's basically if Evil Dead was like a horror movie.
Yeah,
And without it doesn't have. And then I was like, oh, okay, this is a cool take. I'm glad I saw it. I'll rewatch them just for a good little scare. But the
Yeah.
OG ones, like I adore. I didn't mean to cuss.
Ash versus
I
Evil
adore
Dead. That show I thought was great too.
I haven't seen I've thought about it. I just have never.
Did we
I haven't
talk
been in
about
the
this
state
last
to
week?
binge
I
it.
feel like we already talked about this.
Did we?
Maybe I'm just misremembering.
Who else you talking to, huh? Who else you having these conversations?
One.
Maybe I'm talking to people at work about this. Maybe just like going off to like some random kid and be like, "Oh, we got to watch Ash versus Evil Dead," and they're like, "Oh, yeah, okay, Mr. Lee."
I think I'm gonna try to. I think I'm done with this. I think I'm gonna try to sell it Saturday. So okay. Here's the question: how much would you guys price something like this? Let's talk about pricing.
Well, it's an original, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and how big is it? About that looks like
5x4.
4.
4x4, 5x5. Yeah.
Okay, well, so it depends on if you want it to sell or if you want it to, or if you don't really want it to sell.
I do want it to sell, but you never really want it to sell because you're attached to it. So it's
You
like
can price it as low as $20 would be
cool.
the low
Yeah, price to move, $20.
for like, I don't know, like a decent price for that, maybe 50.
Oh, there you go. Dang. So that's just that's gonna be fun. I think some of these are gonna be really cool. I'm gonna decide. I'll have you guys decide too. I have another Batman, but it's like a Mongola. It has like monsters in the background, you know. I have that Twin Peaks one. That's just penciled. And then I have this Absolute Catwoman or Venom.
Ooh.
That looks amazing.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
That's the Venom.
Heck yeah,
So
man.
did you like the Catwoman movie with Halle Berry?
Don't do that. Don't traumatize me like that. I got PTSD off of
I
that.
tell you, the critics really tore it up.
Dude, that
You know?
was. They gave her like superpowers, right? Is that what happened in that?
Yeah,
one?
Yeah.
Calvin
I mean,
doesn't
she
have
did
a-
look good in the costume.
That's the only plus. That no, I'm good. Wasn't that after her run as Storm in X-Men?
Yeah.
yeah.
So I think that's probably why they tried to give her the whole mutant powers thing.
Could be.
And they failed epically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
Choices were made.
I swear, I think I've only seen that movie once.
I've only seen pieces of it. My dad like rented it or something back right when it came out and was watching it. And I saw him watching that. I was like, "Oh, this movie's so horrible." He's like, "I think it's great." I'm like, "Okay."
Man.
Now, jumping to horror movies, has anybody saw Phantasm?
I've seen.
I have.
Heard of it.
Yeah. It's been a while though.
But did you like the movie, or did you think it was just drawn out too long?
I liked it. I was going through a phase of like watching a bunch of B horror movies. I liked it for what it was.
Not
I haven't
much
seen that one
dialogue,
actually.
but
Phantasm's chill. That's a little corny, but it's good.
I think I do like the corny horror movies though.
You know, actually, what I wouldn't mind there being a reboot of
Huh.
is Nightmare on Elm Street.
Didn't
Yeah.
they already
The
reboot
better
it?
one.
They've done a lot of Halloween and a lot of Friday the 13th, but there hasn't been a Nightmare on Elm Street in a long time. I don't
You're
think.
yeah,
right,
but
they
who
haven't-
would you want? Who would you want to play Freddy Krueger?
Oh, I don't
The
care.
same guy as older?
They would get the guy. They'd get the guy that also plays Pennywise. Probably. What's his name?
Bill Skarsgård.
Yeah, they would get Skarsgård for that. I'm sure.
Think so?
Hands down. I think
Just
so.
go-to.
I think he's the go-to for that.
Yeah, he's the new age horror.
I'm trying to think of controversial casting. Oh, you just get Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
Yes. Him as Freddy Krueger. Yes, I'm there. The
He's like
Mandalorian, just as the Mandalorian the whole time.
he's trying to get out of his daddy look. You know what I mean? He's like just goes into straight to Freddy Krueger.
I love it. I love it.
Try not to get typecast.
I got to think of another out of the box casting. Who else is popular right now? Let's get Zendaya.
Timothy Chalamet.
I was gonna say Timothy. Yeah.
Oh well, yeah. There you go. It's one standard deviation away.
Oh, great.
Yeah, for us. Oh.
Sydney Sweeney is Freddy Krueger.
Trying to redeem her acting career.
Megan Fox is Freddy Krueger.
And trying to bring back her acting career.
This is why I need to be a Hollywood executive, because like things would be messed up and weird, but like, and they would lose a lot of money, but at least they'd be interesting.
It may not lose that much money. It might just gain a lot of interesting, all right, let's check this out.
It's like instead of like a movie where you're hoping you'll get the fan base and be like, no, I'm going to really pay homage to the original and the tone and spirit's going to be the same. I'll just be like, no, we're not going to do anything like the original. It's going to be totally different. Maybe even borderline disrespectful to the original. And people will be like, oh, well, this is different.
This is different, yeah. Just like fans of the sequel trilogy, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Now, if we had Vincent Price around and he was younger, you think he could play Freddy?
Oh, dude, that would be epic.
I'd want him as
Imagine
that.
that. Oh, yeah, that'd be
You know
even
what?
better.
I know who we get to play Freddy Krueger.
Who is it?
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as.
Yes,
Freddy
let's
Krueger.
go.
Let's destroy the whole franchise now. Let's burn it down.
And you can have Jack Black, the what's his name? Jason Voorhees. You can have the crossover.
Or I got one even better. Van Diesel is Jason Voorhees. It's all about family this time.
Too good. That's too good.
Oh man, yes, there we go. You're welcome, Hollywood. So write me a check.
The Vice Jason Voorhees driving all these muscle cars. This doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. It's there. Oh, it's there.
So who's the actor now who's going to play James Bond in the new movie they're trying to do?
Dude, they haven't announced that yet. I'm so curious though, because I am a Bond fan.
I heard Idris Elba was a front runner. That would be cool.
I think it also but he's getting too old to do it too. That's the whole thing behind it. He was
Man,
good
Michael-
10 years ago.
What's the guy? The guy that played in the movie. Actually, he just played. He played in the movie.
Are you talking about Michael Fassbender?
With Brad Pitt. The kid that played with Brad Pitt. In the NASCAR movie. Not the NASCAR, but the Indy 500 movie. F-150 or something like that.
Is it Christian Bale?
Not Christian Bale. He also played in a show called Snowfall. He was the lead actor in that, and they're going to get him to play the new Black Panther as well.
Oh,
He's like 20. He's like 27, 29 years old now. But he's got the accent. He has the swag to him. He's different. And I think he would make a wonderful, believable character. Now I gotta look this guy up because he's like his name is on the tip of my tongue.
He'll come to you at 3:00 in the morning.
I know. Because I gotta get back on the road. And that's exactly. I'm like, that's his name.
I don't want a white guy though. I think we need to switch it up. I think there's been too many
Yeah.
white dudes as Bonds. I think that needs to change.
I disagree.
Oh, throw that out there.
Bond is English. You don't make him American.
No. Jason Momoa. There we go. Let's have Jason Momoa as James Bond. That would be freaking awesome.
It'd be ridiculous.
But the kid's name is and don't y'all kill me for this, but Deanson Idris. He played Franklin Saint on Snowfall, and he's an African American. He's like I love he had an American accent during the show run, which was an awesome show if you guys never watched it. But it turned out he's actually English, So he's from the country. So boom, there you go. And he has an accent. And he has this look about him. Like, okay, I could see you, James Bond, like a younger version. You're just learning it. There's a lot of story you could put back there for that.
yeah, I like that.
Yeah, this guy looks cool. I can see that. I can definitely see
Yeah.
that.
I'm not opposed.
All right, all in favor of Hollywood say yay.
Oh shit.
Hollywood needs to come up with original ideas instead of doing
Exactly.
remakes of movies that are just classics to begin with. So,
Oh, hands down. Hands down.
Hollywood needs to go with more indie creators.
right?
Because you're going with the same people that have the same ideas and it's not working. So go with some of those indie guys who have new outtakes and let's shuffle some things up. I know there's another Quentin Tarantino out there somewhere that has an idea that's just gonna blow everybody out the water. So give this guy a chance. He works at McDonald's on Tuesdays. I saw him just last week in Baltimore.
I heard they had to close one of the McDonald's where I live, I think in Ilion, because of rats.
Oh, good.
Wow.
And you wonder why the McNuggets taste the way they do now.
Hands down.
It used to be horse meat, now it's rat meat.
I was at McDonald's earlier. I can only afford the price though with the coupon on the app though. But man,
Were they
McDonald's
curly?
is good. No, regular fries.
Okay.
Do
I
they
was gonna say if they're
deliver?
curly.
They sell curly fries there.
I was about to tell you, if they're curly fries, FYI, McDonald's doesn't sell curly fries. That's not a cry, that's a tail.
Oh, jeez.
You ever get curly fries from McDonald's? It's not fries, those are tails.
So I'm focusing so hard and trying to finish this letter color. There we go. Hope this works.
Breaks out the Poscas.
Yeah, I haven't messed with these really. I don't color. I don't ever color. I'm trying to be brave.
What do you think of my drawing right here?
Check it out.
Oh, sweet.
This is a character from my Neo Destiny story. Her name is Sadako.
Mhm.
She has basically the same name as that ghost from the Ring movies.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Except in this, she's a free spirit femme fatale.
Sweet.
And
Let's see here.
So here's a question. If you guys had a chance, your dream collabo, right? Who would it be?
Live or dead?
Live or dead? That's really tough.
Ooh, yeah. Let's go with the breathing, then we'll go to the zombies.
I would probably go with Milstenkevich.
Mm.
Oh wow. Good pick. Good pick.
Because I would learn something no matter what. You know what I mean? Just every single second, I'd be like, my mind would be blown the whole time.
Is it like where they are now, or could you choose a period in their career to collaborate with them?
Ooh, that's even better. Yeah, time travel. Let's go. Legends of Tomorrow. Let's do it.
I mean, the natural choice is like Kirby, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That would just be astonishing, but he's like a one-man show.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I need Aaron to answer first.
Oh, you need me to come up with another one?
Yeah.
After
When in Bill Sienkiewicz's career would you want to collaborate with him?
when in his career?
Yeah. Yeah.
Post New Mutants.
Ooh. Okay.
Just coming off New Mutants.
Talking about Chris.
I'm like naturally wanting to say Miller, just like in like the 80s, just to like see what that was like. But I don't know if I could be around that much cocaine.
I don't know if I can be around that much cocaine.
as for me, I would. This is more on the Japanese side. I think I would like to collaborate with the guy that did Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, dude, that is outside the box. That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, or Akira Toriyama, Dragon Ball.
Oh yeah,
There you
definitely.
See, those are cool.
You know, I would love to be a fly on the wall with Akira Toriyama, man. I would love to. It's just wow.
Yeah, but I heard that being a manga kid is very stressful because you're basically a one-man army.
Mm-hmm.
The deadlines are crazy.
Yeah, and the creator of Yu Yu Hakusho and Hunter x Hunter, his back is hurting him so bad that every time he poops, he has to take a bath. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true or not.
What? Why? All right.
Stuff tonight.
He has severe back problems.
That's wild.
That's scary. That's like Disney scary. It's like Disney created scary.
Those editors in Japan, they don't play.
That's true.
Requirement for the finished pages.
Oh man. Oh, pushed too hard on my Posca, and I got a puddle.
Posca puddle.
Hey,
Posca puddle.
I mean, could you stay up all night trying to finish a page or 5 or 6 pages a day?
Nope. It'd be a very
If you
different
had
style.
to stay up all night to get it done back in the day?
I mean, gosh, dude, that's like. I guess I don't know. It's one of those things. Like, there's ways I could say yes to that, but in my current state, I couldn't. You know what I mean? But I think
Right.
if I formulated stuff and I approached life a little differently, I could.
But
And if
you
it was
only
like-
got paid by the page. So if you did 20 pages or 10 pages through the night, just
I'd be
get paid.
with the Zuka stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on what the check's looking like. 'Cause you're telling me like a couple $100 pay, but I'm here. I'm gonna be a machine. I'm gonna be a machine.
Wow, you know.
My son and I love video games, so I'm gonna be a machine that night. Oh my goodness! But yeah, it's hard though, because I've done it myself. Like even after a couple, like if I do that like one or 2 days, I'm already burned out. If I'm doing like nonstop, like 12, 13 hour shifts of drawing. So yeah, and to do that week in and week out, nah, I'm good. I'm good, bro. You
We
got
got
it. You got it.
pages, a lot of 2-panel pages.
Yeah, like they be going through it too.
Yeah, dude. That's I don't know. It'd have to be like, okay, this is all I'm doing. Like this is I'm not doing anything else but this in life.
Well, back in the day, you had to get those comic books out every month.
Yep. Even now, like
Yep.
I mean, these artists that can do that, it's so wild. Like, but I mean, as like a full-time gig, I think I could make it work. I think it's just, I think it would be
You
rough
gotta- you
to
gotta
find that
pace
routine.
yourself.
Yeah,
Know
and you
when
gotta
to
really
take
know
breaks.
take breaks and just when to accept a page too. I think that's like probably the hardest part is just like, all right, I just gotta accept this. Like we're moving on.
Yes, because when you're a perfectionist, it takes forever to do a page.
Dude, that like
Yeah.
that Joe Quesada Substack like really is informative because he even talks about like the way he has to hit certain deadlines at one point was like he planned out which pages he could like, okay, this one will have an effect, but what goes on in these other pages, like what I do, I could take a back seat on. So he actually got to relax for a few pages, but they were easy to blast through. And then he'd have like a page or two, then after that there'd be a couple pages where he really put a lot of focus and attention on because they were like cinematic or like it was the art was like the priority in those pages. So I think it just varies. You got to watch your storytelling there to see that there's a flow and not just intense page after intense page after intense page.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, did you see the news with Jim Lee this past week?
Yeah,
Oh, what
yeah,
happened
about
to
the
you?
hush delays. Yeah,
He was talking about his health, where he's pre-diabetic, and he would work. What was it? Like 11 p.m. to 4 a.m. or something like that to get stuff done.
yeah.
That's,
Yeah, he was like
What?
he was really burning himself through. And so I mean that makes sense. That's why he was starting to have health issues. I mean the
Yeah.
hush delays have been insane, dude. Like really, really wild.
but I think he's smart to do what he did, where he said that they won't even solicit a thing that he's working on until it's totally done.
Yeah, that's the way it should be. I mean that's the way most books kind of are typically. It's not until you get to those big two that they try to announce creator books without just like the script being done or something. I mean Tom King's stuff with Batman, Catwoman, perfect example. That was a mess. That book took like a almost 2 years to come out, and it was supposed to be like the wrap up of his run, but the art got delayed. Which is like no fault to like claim Anne or them. It's just like they wanted to put out a good book,
Yeah.
and they should finish the first like half before they start announcing it. I feel.
Yeah.
Well, what about the old style of like doing a book bi-monthly or quarterly? That would be okay.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly,
Yeah.
but
Plenty of
like
time management.
with that, and like I don't know, are trades just better than I don't
Yeah.
see why they just don't move to a trade format for most comics nowadays.
Yeah.
Or like
Now
a
that
or weekly anthology type thing.
Yeah,
Just bundle all the books together. It'll save on printing, and the books are already so expensive. Like, it's like, okay, I'll spend $12 to get all the Spider-Man things that came out this month, and it'll all be bound in one big thing.
yeah, exactly. That's what I do basically. Like even if I buy a single issue, it's more just out of like fun than like, oh, I need to read it right now. The way they write comics now, it's you can't really read them issue by issue.
Yeah.
that's why I like manga better because it has better continuity, or it's easy to pick up where you
Yeah,
left
more
off.
consistency.
While the comics
Yeah.
is like all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what issue do you start with manga? Oh, one. What issue do you start with?
Yeah.
X-Men.
Which X-Men?
Yeah. Exactly.
But getting the trades is actually better in the long run because you get the full story.
Yes.
Since Comix Wellspring is doing one has cut back on their minimum. I'm planning on doing a graphic novel trade paperback of Neil Destiny.
Oh yeah, sounds awesome. Yeah, dude, that's amazing. I love hearing that.
Yeah, I was asking my friends online on social media about should I do single issues or trade paperbacks. So far, one of them only replied with single issues.
I feel like you
Yeah,
get
dude.
a trade.
There's a weird balance with that. Like that's why like I don't know. We've talked about it a few times, but like the way we're doing like Teenage Babylon, we were like, how do we like still kind of have a single issue, but then format it as a trade really fast? And that was like when we do issue one as like the entry level, and then we re-release it in color as a trade with the first 3 issues. And it's like, all right, there you go. Like that way you have some interest and some build up, but then it makes it worth it to get the trade because it's different. So like finding unique ways to like, utilize that. Like starting off with just black and white books is kind of good because you're just like saving print costs too.
So I got a question. Does anybody know anybody that wants to kind of like collab on a western? I was thinking about doing this is totally like out of my woodworks, but I've always wanted to do this. I really picked it up. I was just recently I was watching some westerns with my father, and we came across Tombstone. And I was remembering last time I saw you, Brandon, online. I saw the whole Johnny Ringo part. I just started busting out laughing. He didn't get it. I'm like, you're trying to... That's right. I hate him. I was like, oh, man. And he's like, I don't get it. I was like, it's an inside joke. But I was thinking, I was like, you know what would be cool? What if there was something like that, like post-apocalyptic, like a post-apocalyptic Western horror? Has anybody any ideas on that?
Dude, I've never seen that before.
Isn't that like Dark Tower?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't read Dark Tower. I really want to because I own
the
it.
first book is called Gunslinger.
Yeah.
Stephen King.
Mm-hmm.
So that was like Western post,
Oh,
end of the
wow, I gotta
world
check that
stuff.
out. Oh, Dude, I had no idea. I got to check that out too. So there you go, Reese. Like, check out the Dark Tower. Use that for your research.
Okay, definitely, yeah. Because I want to collab with somebody with this. Like, so to any of you guys that's online that are watching our show or tune in or watching this after we've done the broadcasting, hit me up on my social media. Yeah, I want to collab on something like this, like for the 2027, 2028 schedule, because I think that would be really cool to do. And you
Dude,
said it's
yeah, that
called
sounds
Dark
cool.
Dark Tower.
Dark Tower
Dark,
by Stephen
yeah.
King.
Okay, definitely.
I think they made a movie with what's his name?
Idris Elba, actually.
Huh?
Oh yeah, I did see that. Yes, that was fire. That was fire. I remember that.
I've always wanted to watch it. I have heard the opposite of it being fire, which is why I haven't watched it. But like, I want to.
And
Yeah,
then
I think I'm.
okay, the guy who created The Simpsons um, used to self-syndicate Life in Hell.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's how the characters of Bart Simpson and Homer came from, And then all of a sudden, after all those years, I don't know if a Hollywood director came to him or an animation, or he created his own animation company. But The Simpsons have been on forever.
It
You
needs
know
to
that it
end.
was an accident. That was an accident. All right. So here's the funny little thing I've learned being on the circuit. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the woman that I heard off the news line. This is like about 10, 20 years ago when I first got in the industry, and that particular idea came up about the Simpsons. People talking about longevity and like how he created and all this fandom. He wasn't supposed. The Simpsons were never supposed to be created. He did that because I think like some of his family that came over and he didn't like them, so he made like a cartoon version of them.
Oh my
And
Right?
he was
gosh.
doing a post for he was doing a pitch for another idea, another show. And as he's walking out, the design like falls out, like the folder or something like that. He's packing up, and the guy's like, "Oh, what's that?" And he's telling the
Mhm.
idea of it, and like everybody's like, "Oh, that's kind of funny." And then he's going on. The next thing you know, they're like, "You know what? Instead of the crap you just showed us, let's do this."
I know
And
because
that's how.
they first appeared on the Tracy Ullman show.
Yes.
Hmm.
Wow.
And it was just a shot in the dark just to see if it would work. And then fans loved it, and it's like, "Oh, this is gonna be the moneymaker then."
That's wild.
They tried to get me to do it, but I had to go to work.
I mean, to have a moment like that, wouldn't that be amazing?
Right? That's
Yeah,
epic.
but I mean, that's how some of the greatest points in history are created. With comics and anime and all this stuff. A lot of the stuff is just by accident, and it just works. That's some of the stuff you create by accident. Is some of your best work because you're not thinking about it. It's just some subconscious type of stuff that just comes out.
Yeah, that honest work that like arises through that, like that's the thing about it. Like when you have that honesty, that's like what makes it so relatable where people attach to it so much and you're like, oh, I was just like not intending for this, but because you're like honest in those moments and vulnerable, like you kind of make stuff that like actually clicks with people.
Hmm.
I should have brought my like drafting board up here. I'm like hunched over this like drawing right now. I didn't realize what I was gonna do.
Your back must be hurting.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep my back straight, so I'm like all like scooted forward in my chair.
I always see the videos of John Romita Jr. like talking about what he has coming up, and like his board is like almost vertical.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Which makes sense. That's the way I kind of try to keep mine.
Hmm.
I just didn't want to carry it upstairs. I was making that pizza, and I knew I was already cutting it close, and I didn't prep it. So I was like, I just take the little light box. It's slightly angled. It's not flat. It's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Dude, I have a Philly cheesesteak that's sitting here looking at me like I can't eat you till after the show. I thought it would be here before the show started. I was like, all right, I'm gonna eat it, and then like just as it's knocking on the door, I'm like, I got 2 minutes. I said, it's not happening. It's not happening.
Dude, that's what I do on the intro sometimes. I'm like eating my dinner while like you guys talk and share your stuff. I'm like, let's go. Keep going. Yeah. Yeah, I like literally like when I ran upstairs, like it was pizza in hand. It was like super hot, like and just barely made it. And I was like, all right, cool. Everyone's new. Everyone's been here before. We're just gonna go live. we'll, we'll figure things out as we go.
We'll do it live.
Yeah.
Well, you're definitely not going to say we're going dead.
Yeah.
This is a specialty show. We're actually only doing dead air.
Yeah.
It's gonna be dead silent the whole time. We'll all be here drawing, but it'll just be totally silent.
You know, have you guys ever seen the movie Pootie Tang?
Yeah, dude, what do you think? Yes. Oh my god.
and he's outside the booth cutting the album. It's like that's the greatest thing ever. And the guy and like the kids listen to the radio. He's like, turn that down. And I'm like, it's straight. No, there's nothing there.
Dude, that bell is the most epic thing ever, man. Like,
Yes,
I love that.
yes, it really is.
I tried to get my girlfriend to watch it, and she was like, "I'm not watching this. This is ridiculous."
So she's missing a classic comedy. That's
Right?
just an absolute classic.
I should have chose that for my birthday week. We have like a deal where like when it's one of our birthdays, that person gets to watch whatever they want for that week, and like we just it's fair, you know what I mean? And so that's where we get like our choices that we like don't compromise on.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
good.
Sort of
wow.
like a tradition.
That's like the ultimate birthday present.
Right? I'm almost done with these strings.
I am getting my butt kicked. I have like I said, there's this special cover I'm working on for someone for an upcoming book that's going to be released within the next 6 months, which I can but can't talk about. So you guys actually get to see the design I worked on while traveling back to New York today. And I was like,
Ooh.
I was reading a book. I was reading the story while I was traveling. I was like, I have the perfect idea. And it was like the Matrix was just playing with my mind as I was traveling home. I was like, oh, wait till I get on the show tonight. I have the idea I'm going with. So I literally sketched it out on my way here. And then I was like, okay. So, and literally, I jumped online with you guys. I was like, all right, I'm still setting up everything. I was like, I did like the crappiest sketch you could ever get. It was like, but it was just so in depth. I was like, I can work with that.
Dude, that happened to me on Inspired Ink. We were talking about characters and whatnot, and like I literally thought of the solution for this villain, and I created him like on air, and we talked about it, and it was just like one of those moments where you're just like, it happened. Like, it's always
Like when
the
Rob
best.
Liefeld created Spike Man when Spike Lee was filming his commercial.
That's amazing. I didn't know that. Spike Man.
Or what else did they
Awesome.
make? The comic book greats with Stan Lee. They did not Executioner. They did Overkill.
Oh,
yeah,
I
that's
remember
right.
that. Yeah.
And then Todd McFarlane changed it to Overt Kill, or was it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
The itty bitty change.
I'm telling you, Overkill that was a pretty bad cyborg, man. He was pretty kicking ass, man. Oh, I saw kicking butt.
I should look at that design because I'm trying to do kind of a cyborg. Well, not cyborg, but kind of a more menacing robot guy. Let's take a look.
I like it.
That
Oh,
looks
it's great.
good.
Here. That's awesome. I like that foreshortening you got on there.
Oh, always.
Mhm.
It's the Jack Kirby.
I love how there's like certain like words that you could compliment an artist on that only they'll understand. Like if you said that to anyone else, like I like your foreshortening right there. They're like, "What the? Or what are you saying?" Like, but artists are like, "Thank you so much. That's like the greatest thing you could tell me."
There's James Windsor Smith or James Banderas Smith. I can't remember what he goes by, but he's pretty active in the kayfabe group and has been for a long time. He was writing something about like other artists or something like that, and I just posted a nonsense thing like, "Oh, I like your variable line width," and then posted a bunch of like heart emojis. As you do. And then I think I assume it's like the wife of Michael Zulli, who has passed, like commented on it and was like, "I agree with Aaron." I was like, "This is just one-off silly thing," and like, it's like you do something silly in front of like a famous person, and you're like, okay, my bad, I think, or maybe it's good, I don't know.
Ooh.
But that's the internet, though,
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, Robert Lightfield. What do you think?
Yes.
Hater?
Good,
That-
good artist or bad artist?
I say good.
Excellent artist.
In the
Um,
beginning, he wasn't that good.
No. He switched, man. He gave us Youngblood. I don't care what anybody says. He gave us Youngblood, and now he's back doing Youngblood, which, oh man, it's awesome. I don't know if you guys read the new series, but that's one that I'm following with great enthusiasm. I just like the where he square. Like I don't know if you noticed with my characters, I square my jaws, and the reason I do that square motion is kind of like a shout to him. If I ever get a chance to work with him, David Finch, those are like my two go to as far as as well as Frank Miller. But yeah.
Well, nobody liked his Captain America thing.
Yeah, Cap was up. Well, I mean, that's because Marvel did that whole Heroes Reborn because they were bringing all the guys from Image that quit them back. That was a way to bait them back. So that's why they did that whole Heroes Reborn. Which I don't know if you guys ever got to read Onslaught back in the '90s, but that's when they basically killed all the Marvel characters and they tried to reboot everybody.
Oh wow, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, man. That was Professor Xavier goes insane after trying to wipe Magneto's mind, which was awesome. And then like a little piece of his mind, I think what was it, got like became evil or something like that. And then this whole Spanish character becomes Onslaught, which no one knows who he is. He winds up like the best part I liked about Onslaught. It was like all Xavier's worst thoughts come to life. Like picture Professor Xavier if he just became Freddy Krueger one day. He just went in your nightmares. Like, you know what? As he's in your nightmares, you hear the Samuel Jackson's voice. I'm tired of these MF snakes on this MF. And that was Onslaught.
That's wild. I didn't know that.
Yeah, like that was pretty good. Like I was at that time, I was a major, like the major big three or big four that left Marvel. I was fans of all of them because they were revolutionizing the game. Todd McFarlane, Jim Lee, Rob Liefeld. Just to name those were the big three, and then you had David Finch, who had a hot hand as well for a while. It still has a hot hand today. I love the way he does bats, his details on his lines. Whenever he does like a Batman character, I'm all like giggly.
He was a Top Cow recruit. Mark Silvestri got him.
Yes, another great legend.
Oh, I love Mark Silvestri's stuff. Like his stuff on Uncanny X-Men with Dan Green, I'm always going to talk about that as being really great because you can tell they're just cooking and moving fast, and it's like just the amount of cartooning, just the right amount of detail. and it just works. That's my favorite era.
Sometimes you just gotta let that man cook. Don't try to stop me. Don't try to, just let that man cook. He's in the kitchen, smells good. Let him do it.
In like the late '80s, they were
Okay,
doing.
here's a question for you guys. If Leonardo da Vinci was alive today, you think he would make a good comic book artist?
Heck yeah.
Sure.
Now, if we're talking about artists that are passed away, that I would love to, Leonardo da Vinci. That every time I draw something, I try to do like one thing I like. He always hid stuff within his artwork. It made you question the style, made you kind of fix it. He knew how to draw the public and audience, and that is my go-to, 100%. What? Imagine Deuces of Wild done Leonardo da Vinci style.
Oh my
Or
god.
Michelangelo?
Yeah, that'd be crazy to see some Renaissance like artists do comics, you know?
Wasn't
Yes.
the opening of Across the Spider-Verse? Wasn't that with the vulture? Kind of meant to be.
Mhm. Yeah. Yes, sir. The paper vulture.
Yes.
Oh, that's right, huh? Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. I remember that.
Based off his flight designs.
Yeah.
That's
In the
cool.
public domain. So anybody out there can make a Leonardo da Vinci comic if they want.
Oh, ideas. Leonardo da Vinci horror western style. Ooh.
Keep adding more.
The idea is to steam the flow tonight.
There we go.
Yeah, I love that. Booby, stop, dude. You're biting my pen as I'm trying to use my brush. I love you. Yes, I love you. You guys just see cat right now. That's all you see on my screen. It's just cat for.
NBC. Nothing but cat.
That's a cute cat.
He's my little. He's been asleep under the couch all day. I have not seen him, but he just came up because I'm drawing, and he likes to chew my pens while I draw.
Of course.
It's ridiculous.
My cat always follows me everywhere. I don't know why.
Dude, I always have a cat somewhere around me in this house. Like between these three, there's always someone.
But we only see that one.
Now you guys see a variety. Sebastian's on Cats, Comics, and Coffee.
Okay.
Booby typically spills up. Booby's usually the one on Spilled Ink. And T'Challa's typically somewhere on Spilled Ink, but he's not on camera as often. Because he's typically passed out in my share. But Booby likes attention.
For both of them.
Yeah. Oh, my baby. Except Booby gets rough, dude. I have to be, like, careful. He's like my little autistic kitty. Like, he'll just start biting you if he gets overstimulated and get really mad.
Well, would
So
you
I had
like
to,
to have the animals that Arnold Schwarzenegger has in his house?
Oh, what does he have?
I think he has a donkey, a pig, or something. A variety of animals.
What is he, Old McDonald?
Look, Schwarzenegger.
This is weird, man. I don't know. I want a tiger. I gotta go Mike Tyson. I want a tiger.
There you go.
You mean you see these people that have like tigers and bears and whatever, but those animals will still have that instinct to kill.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can't train those animals that well.
Oh, I don't want to train him. I want to let him loose. like I want to get
Just
him.
bite your neighbors as they ring the doorbell.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't want to get
Like,
rated.
No, I want to dress up as He-Man and have a tiger and just run around and be like, by the power of grace, just
Oh,
let
honey,
him, just let him run over.
have you seen our son? I don't know. Is he with the tiger?
They're like,
I
what
think we
tiger?
lost
There's a
another one,
tiger.
honey.
There's a tiger in Eaglewood. There's a tiger lives in Eaglewood. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I love it how you have this lady who has like 20 cats that live in a barn outside, and then she has 15 more in the house. You're like, God, that's a lot of
Wow.
litter boxes.
Right? Jesus.
Right.
How do you even
AKA
control
the
that?
cat lady. The cat lady.
Boobs, stop.
And then
Boobs.
some of the cats sleep with her on her bed, and I'm like, geez, that's a lot of fur.
Yeah, dude, I can't imagine that. Booby sheds enough on our bed. Like, we'll like crash out on one of our pillows and then just like covered in cat fur. Gosh, my allergies.
Yeah, I'm allergic to cats.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I guess I could never do a review on your book on the show.
I guess so. Books aren't allergic to cats. They're just inanimate objects, Brandon.
How dare you?
But are they?
They're alive with the power of creativity.
Booby, I can't. I'm trying to finish this, dude. I really could be done with this piece if you weren't headbutting me.
Has anybody ever saw the Bruce Blitz cartooning videos?
Oh, that sounds familiar.
This guy shows you how to make comic strips. He shows you how to size them and how to do the jokes. And this guy did perfect lettering.
I should watch those actually.
But he did,
Yeah.
he penciled out the lettering and then he would just ink it the way he did it in pencil. It's like, okay, he's got good penmanship.
Does anybody remember Pappy Druitt, the Pappy Land show?
Happy Land.
Why does that sound so? That sounds so familiar.
It might be a Northeast thing. I don't know if it was a local PBS thing or if it was more national. But he just up
Well,
like
me
a.
being in New York, I never heard of it. So
Oh, really? Because he even
Yeah.
came to the New York State Fair. I met him in real life and got him to sign a coloring sheet for me. But maybe he is out of Syracuse. But you can find it online. It was an old drawing.
probably a
show.
local thing.
Yeah, I mean, it had decent production value, especially for the time. It would be very impressive if it was from like Syracuse area.
Well,
wow.
I grew up on Long Island, so I guess my PBS wouldn't have played that. So,
Maybe.
but I remember being in Cub Scouts, and we went to Utica and for the studio for the Bozo show,
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
and I
Oh,
made my
cool.
first television appearance on the Bozo show as a Cub Scout.
What? That's
And
cool.
So
Our
I told my mother, I said, "You remember that?" And she goes, "Yeah, sort of, but it was a long time ago." I'm like, okay, Mom.
did you
I
ever
guess
see?
I'm just remembering things like that.
Did you ever see the WSTM Steamboat?
No.
It was another locally produced. It was like a kids show. I think they were still making it into the early '90s. I guess there was a horror show too out of Syracuse, like a horror host. You ever
Like
seen
a
any-
creature feature thing?
Yeah, there was a guy who like had a hand. His big thing was like his clawed hand or whatever,
Okay.
Oh, what? That's
like
cool.
a Syracuse Svengoolie.
Oh, did you notice? I noticed I've been getting emails from the Nickel City Comic Con.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, they're desperate. They have 8 vendors tables to fill, and they're like, we need this by June. Come on. I was like, okay, they're having a hard time trying to fill this
Oof,
thing up.
that's
Yeah.
rough.
Yeah.
I don't know because it costs a lot, but I guess the gas prices maybe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a big factor too. I'm glad I didn't book a lot of tabling events this year because I wouldn't be able to afford going to a lot of them.
Yeah.
I'd
The
have to
only,
I
really
think
bank on
gas
doing well.
prices where I live hit 409 and
Oh,
then
jeez.
398. I'm like, wow, I've never seen it this high. Holy shit.
That's wild.
I just saw gas for about what was it? 339? No, 439. Just like 2 days ago.
oof.
I
Right?
was like, it's not even summer yet. I was like, oh, it's gonna be crazy.
That's when you
It's
take
gonna be-
Amtrak or the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Train.
On the road again.
Yeah, dude. That's wild.
It's funny, like Willie Nelson is what, 90 something? And he still does the show.
Good for him.
Shout out to Willie Nelson, man.
I agree.
All right, so here's a cool fact. You guys might find interesting. Back when I was younger, I'm talking about young, I still had hair, right? I was working in Carolina, and I used to actually work and clean up like janitor and overnight duties for the Alabama Theater. And I got to actually meet him.
Oh, really?
That was yeah. The dude that was my manager, like it was the two of us who used to have to clean up overnight, and every now and then there would be like a celebrity or a country music singer that would be at like performed at one of the theaters or one of the shows because like the Alabama Theater, the House of Blues, all was in the same area. And this is one particular night, like we're smelling smoke, I'm like, yo, something burning. It's like, gee, I smell it too. And as we're in the backstage area cleaning up and stuff, and we're like, all right, if there's something on fire, we'll have to call the fire department. And we go back, it's him blowing down. It's just, got an L in the air, just blowing it out. I'm like, get the heck out of there. I'm like, yo, who's this over? He's like, dude, be respectful. I was like, who is it? And then like he tells me, I'm like, oh. Hello, how you doing, dude? It was like one of the coolest things ever. And he was like one of the coolest people to meet because he was just laid back. It might have just been some good ganja, but he was just like real like cool, calm, and collected.
That's amazing. It's always cool.
Yeah, man.
Biggest
You
pot
need
smoker
cool
going,
friends.
Willie Nelson.
Yes.
That's epic. What a cool person to be in life. You know what I mean?
hmm If there is a Nirvana, he knows where it's at.
Yeah, right. He has that radar. I always trip you out that he was from Texas and whatnot too. You know what I mean? Like you're just like, oh, you're just risking it, dude.
So does anybody have any major events coming up from May or June, convention wise?
Oh,
I wish.
I'm taking it slow this year, dude. I'm taking it real slow. I'm not doing any of that. I'm just doing the library event at the end of May after my free comic book day event, and that's literally it.
I got invited
I'm kind of
back
hyped for that.
this shop down in Elmira again because I guess they do an event in June, and so I mean, I guess if I get invited and it's like someplace reasonably close, I'll check it out.
Mm-hmm. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Drum roll, please. Yes, right, ladies and gentlemen. You hear it here first and foremost. Brooklyn Con would definitely be hosting your boy this year for the 2026 season. June 6th. Let's go.
Nice.
Sick.
Yes.
Super sick.
Yes. Brooklyn Con is going to be sensational. Shout out to Sebastian and them, man. Those guys are amazing over there, man.
I think I got a show coming up this Saturday. Then I got a show coming up in August, the Erie Canal Day in Little Falls. And
Oh, I saw
then
there
I'll
was.
probably do Fort Lock craft show in St. Johnsville. And then in October I'm gonna do Unicon, the comic book convention there. So.
But you won't do the Nicholson.
Nickel City? Nickel
Yeah,
City
the
is like
one.
expensive. Unicon is only $60 for a
Oh,
table.
how much is Nickel City?
About 200-300 or something like that.
Ooh.
I could be
Ooh.
wrong.
Oh man, yeah, but that's rough.
In this economy,
Yeah, man, that's why. Like, I just can't do that. Oh, baby, bless you.
I heard there's a comic show in Little Falls. I saw.
Oh yeah, I wrote an email to him and he's like, no, we're just going with comic book collectors for now. We'll see how it goes. Then we'll invite the artists and everybody else. So
Fair enough. I saw that they used AI in their promotional materials, and I was like, maybe I will just not.
Dude,
but
is
you know what
Marvel really going to use
what I've
AI?
been seeing advertising is these comic book companies are like AI produced by AI. Like, oh, we can cartoon you, use your name, and put you in the storyline.
Oh, gosh,
I'm like, oh man, AI is really pushing this thing. Like, wow.
Yeah,
Is
I'm a
Marvel
little
really
upset.
going to use AI for Doomsday? Is that like what? Is
I
that
was
really what's
I was
happening?
just about to say that. I was just about to say that, Brandon. I'm a little upset.
Like, is that really the case? Like,
A
that's
lot of
insane.
artists got fired because of that, and my heart goes out to all the artists that worked to build what we see now as the new Marvel universe with Disney. A lot of you guys got cut this week or within the last several weeks because of this. They're going straight AI, which so you get rid of the original and you come up with the cyborg. Okay, cool. That is the dumbest mistake
Yes,
you could have ever made, man.
for an
'Cause
art company, give me a break.
yeah,
Now,
Like,
this is Marvel or Disney?
Disney Marvel.
this is Disney Marvel,
They gutted it.
aka the MCU. Yes, they got rid of everybody, even the
know,
janitor.
once Marvel became corporate, it ruined everything.
Yeah.
You know,
I think you're right.
they were in the beginning. They were a small company, a guy who wanted to make a profit. You know, off these characters, and so then it became corporate in the '90s, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I get like
So,
they had to survive, but they like sold the entire. They should have just let it die with like grace.
But
Like I'd rather that than like almost what we got out of it and what it's turned into.
yeah, well, he had a vision, man. Stan had a vision, and you gotta think though. In the '90s, Marvel was before they sold everything to Fox. Blade was a hail mary to save the whole entire company.
Yeah.
If Blade would have flopped, like if they hadn't have got Wesley Snipes and did Blade, we wouldn't have Spawn, we wouldn't have Spider Man, we wouldn't have the X Men era, the beginning X Men era, not that third and I don't know the Juggernaut, all that crap, but if they hadn't have did that, we wouldn't have had a lot of the good stuff we did have. We would have had the Deadpools and all that stuff. Ran it? Okay, cool. Because Marvel was gonna go bankrupt in the nights. Like it was a Hail Mary doing the Blade movie. Blade literally saved Marvel.
Yeah, it's
You know?
It's no coincidence that my robot character is
That's
also.
what I heard.
Like that's not just a shot in the dark to get everybody. No, that if Wesley Snipes, if you don't like, let's put it like this, if you don't pick Wesley Snipes to play Blade, who was at the time the largest black African American, in America martial art wise action character,
Yeah.
everything he was touching was gold. He was perfect to play Blade. If you don't have him to play Blade, who are you going to have? Don't worry, I'll wait. If you don't have him, yeah, go ahead.
They didn't do this, but they were considering to make it a comedy, and they were considering LL Cool J for a time. At least that's what I read back in the day.
Yeah,
I didn't even
which
know
was
that.
secret.
Thank God they didn't went with that.
Thank God Stan stepped in and was like, don't you do that. Because you know why it was? They just didn't take it seriously. Like, thank God Wesley Snipes read the role, understood the mission. He understood the mission from the get-go. And he was like, all right, listen, let me do what I do. What you gonna do, Wesley? I'm gonna make this the greatest movie ever. And he did. It's an epic pick. I continuously to the day watch it with my son. I'm like, this is without CG. When you see him doing roundhouse kicks and backflips, yeah, no, that's Wesley. That's just Wesley being Wesley.
I do love that movie.
Yeah.
And think if we hadn't have another thing. Here's another little quote unquote slight little hit. If you never would have had Blade, right? We wouldn't have Ronald Reynolds, and that means we would not have what, aka Deadpool.
Oh, definitely not.
Now we wouldn't have Deadpool if we didn't have Green Lantern, man.
I mean,
Oh my God. Yeah, but we wouldn't have like Ronald Reynolds, like his first big break. Oh my God, you guys are horrible. You know what? You're right.
Well, without Van Wilder, we wouldn't have any of that. So we got to thank Van Wilder for doing that.
Yeah.
Before I accept this reward, I'd like to thank Van Wilder for your sacrifice.
Yeah, that rave scene at the beginning, I think that was probably highly influential to me too.
Yeah, it's like the ultimate rave
Yeah,
scene. That's what everyone knows. That's what I expected things to be like when I went to party. You know what I mean? Like the Batman Beyond intro. And when I went to party, I was like, it's nothing like this. Nobody dances like that.
And that's actually a New Order song that's a remix there too. I love New Order.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, the New Order Confusion Pump Panel remix.
Mm.
For Blade or
Yeah.
Okay, I was still in Batman Beyond.
Oh, the Batman Beyond.
What?
They were listening to Nine Inch Nails stuff when they composed that. I'm not sure who was.
Yeah.
Oh yes. If you don't know that from watching that chord rip at the beginning, you automatically think Nine Inch Nails. As soon as you hear it, like, yep.
And they did a great set at Coachella too. That was really cool.
I know. I want to watch it. I haven't seen it yet. I believe Jesus Christ.
Very angsty, very very dramatic and like dark and stuff, but entertaining for sure.
Dude, this is a colored pencil. You're gonna like.
I had a girlfriend once that we used to go to the movies, and she would tell me what was going on in the movie and all this, and I'm like, I paid that much money for you to tell me what the whole movie was about.
I love it. I get a
She would
movie
say,
and play by play.
Look, this is the part when the guy does this to this woman, and actually what happened. I'm like, forget it, let's go.
You could have just told me about it. We didn't have to comment.
And then you know what was funny? We went to the movie theaters once, and there was a guy that was sitting in the same aisle that we were, And
Mhm.
I mean, the theater had other seats, but he's just sat where we were through the
Yeah.
whole movie, and then he just got up and left. I'm like, that was weird.
Was his name Pee Wee Herman? My bad. Too soon, guys. My bad. I'm sorry. Too soon.
Oh
Too soon.
man.
My bad.
But he didn't say a word. He just sat there and stared at the screen. I'm like, wow. It's like
It was him.
he didn't have no popcorn. He didn't have no soda or nothing. But like, wow.
Wait, was
Could have
this
been
in
a
the
ghost.
80s?
All we know.
Was this particularly in the 80s when you did this? Because it might have just been some good, Colombian. He didn't think he was at the movie.
No, this was on Long Island in Bayshore. So.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to all my New Yorkers and Long Islanders.
I love New York, dude. It's like one of my favorite
Even
places
though
ever.
New York is the most expensive, most taxed state.
Oof.
Loving every
What
minute of
about
it.
California?
Yeah.
Dude, when I was leaving California 2 years ago, we were filling up gas for like $8 a gallon.
Oh god.
Because of all
$8.
because of all the taxes and shit that they put on it, dude.
That's wild.
That's okay.
All right.
I'll walk.
All right, next. What's my pricing on this one? It's my Twin Peaks Fix Your Hearts or Die.
Ooh. That's so nice.
It'll be worth less than the Batman.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, it's what you feel comfortable letting it go for, you know.
We'll do this one
It's
for
color,
15.
but it's not Batman. So
Right. Yeah.
you probably
Yeah.
looking
Nice
at
so
about the
much.
same.
If Lex doesn't
Yeah,
claim
but
it,
what's
I'm gonna do.
the fascination with Batman? I
don't
mean,
know, man.
Batman,
Everybody just loves
Superman,
him, dude.
Spider-Man. It's almost
You
the
don't see
same
people-
storyline. We
don't
know
see
what
people
his attitude is.
You don't see people
That's
wearing
probably why
Twin
I'm
Peaks
tired of
pajamas.
watching the same superhero movies because they keep rebooting the story. I want something different.
Yeah.
I tell you what, if you want a real good story to watch or read, you should pick up Hood Boy Chronicles. I heard it's a great story. Hood Boy 1, is out now at your local shops. You can definitely pick it up.
Oh, I didn't know you guys. I didn't know you had advertising here on this side.
Every second I get, I plug something. But no, seriously. Have you guys ever seen? You want to talk about great superhero movies that I think personally they should never try to reboot, but it's just awesome. Have you guys ever seen Meteor Man?
Yeah.
I've
Oh,
seen
dude,
it.
yeah.
I've seen
Meteor
it
Man's
back when I was a
amazing.
kid.
Yes.
That's a good movie.
That overall that began like for me looking at black superheroes in that type of way. That was just different for me. I never cause he was like an average guy and got gets powers. Robert Thompson, which is a brilliant writer, brilliant everything director. He did Meteor Man, The Five Heartbeats, Grown Ups. He had all this. Just I would love to just sit down with that guy one day, but like, you know what? Let me just hear your thought process on how you create your stories, because he had an awesome run. And when he created Meteor Man, he created because I think some of his family members or something like that, some of the younger generation, didn't see black superheroes like that. Didn't really
Yeah.
look at it. So he actually created a character that was a black superhero, and I thought that was like the most epic thing ever. I was like. It's just different.
Yeah. I remember the Marvel Comics adapted that too. I had a bunch of those.
Yeah. Shout out to Rob Thompson, man. Great guy. Hope I get to meet him one day. That's one person on my bucket list. I hope I actually get to meet.
Yeah, dude, that'd be some. Those are cool, epic people to get conversations with. You know, as like Inspired Ink grows, I've had to like really open up who I like interview, and I've been trying to get like more craft and like people that could give insight on stuff. So it's always cool. I'm gonna start chasing down different types of people once I get through this list of comic creators on that. Oh my gosh, my cat sneezed and it got on my paper, and I was like inking, and it went like right over it and like created a puddle over the ink.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be a nice variant.
Yeah. No, my pen is like not as dark right now. I have to let it like settle for a second, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's gross.
That darn cat. Wasn't that a movie?
Booby, yeah. Belvedere. Belvedere is his government name, but
Yep.
Booby is. You got like cat mocos on my drawing now. Sorry to whoever buys this. Like,
It's worth more now.
yeah, right?
Yes. It was a once in a lifetime angle on live TV. Yes. So
Where are we at? Oh, nice. Cool. We still have like 20 minutes. I could do this next piece.
I would love to see Tom Cruise do Shakespeare.
oh, that would be awesome.
You think he could pull it off?
Yeah,
I think
probably.
he can do anything. Because I just rewatched Tropic Thunder the other night, and I was just like, yeah, this guy's
Robert Downey Jr. I'm a guy. Play the guy. I'm a guy. I was just watching that one brother the other day. Oh man.
good.
What was that movie
Stroke
where
this laugh.
they had the frogs that rained, and he was like a motivational speaker?
Oh, I don't know.
Is that the one where he was singing?
No.
I didn't know he sang in a movie. That's wild.
I thought Tom Cruise did a movie where he sang.
Okay, I got to find that one.
Magnolia.
Yeah.
Magnolia was pretty Shakespearean when he was.
Oh, yeah, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
He can maybe play the best jerk in Hollywood.
Right? Yeah, for real.
While promoting Scientology.
Dude, that's what trips me out about so many of these. I don't get that stuff. Like, I wanted to walk into one of their offices just to be like, I'm curious, but then my girlfriend was like, you don't do that, don't do it, don't do it. And I was like, okay.
Oh, no.
I'll kidnap you.
You have to give him plenty of money. You know? So, and L. Ron Hubbard only created it for tax purposes.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with religion.
Which brings me to my proposition tonight that Spilled Ink should become a religion because it has weekly meetings, and it will now become tax exempt.
Oh, there you go. See, that's smart.
Yeah. Let's go.
But in the 50s, he was a good science fiction writer. He was popular.
Oh, who was? I missed that part.
L. Ron Hubbard.
Oh,
I heard a lot of crazy stuff about the guy.
oh really?
Really?
Yeah.
Like what?
Please do tell.
I heard that he did a lot of lying and stuff, over exaggerating his tales. That's what I heard.
He became real famous when he did Dianetics.
Yeah. That's the book that got Tom Cruise into Scientology.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea about any of that.
Like Joseph Smith, he found those golden tablets
That's
that
right.
made the Mormon church.
Ooh, interesting.
And then he became the biggest fraud going. He made up everything. So
That's just like when I found the golden Bristol boards.
the golden pistol.
Okay.
Is that true? Or are you making
No.
this up?
No, I'm making this up all right now.
I was like, what?
Like that like you see me, I was like, what? Okay. That's like, have I been on social media that long?
Yeah, literally all of us were interested. We were just like, what? That's news. That's not the
Well,
Bleeding Cool article I saw today.
as PT Barnum used to say, there's a sucker born every minute. That's why he became famous with his circus. That was
Oh.
museum of
Shout
curiosity.
out to the guy. Shout out to the guy I sold the Brooklyn Bridge to, okay?
Honey, I just bought the Brooklyn Bridge. You idiot.
But for real though, Jake Parker did a video on the 12 Commandments of comics. I thought that was really good.
Oh, wow.
That is a good video.
Yeah, send that to me.
I like commandment number 1. Get it
Yeah.
done.
Yeah. Commandment number 1 is finish the dang comic.
Yep.
There you go.
Finish the damn comment. Love it.
It's true.
I was watching a video of Joe Kubert years ago, and he said something to the same effect. He was like, "Get the damn thing done."
I mean, that's when I got advice from Neil Gaiman, he was just like, just finish it, just complete it. That's the best thing you can do is complete it, and then do that to the next.
You don't hear much of him anymore.
No.
Ever since that sexual harassment stuff came about.
And then his last post was like, I didn't do anything wrong, but I am working on a book. And I was like, oh, okay.
That's how you do it.
That's why you have to be careful. When you're famous, you got to be careful what you do or say, or
Yeah.
you know.
Or even just in general, you know, as a human being, you have to be careful with that.
Yeah, I was a big like Neil fan and whatnot, and I have a Sandman tattoo, dude. Like I love Sandman, but it's been hard for me to go back to anything. It's gonna be a bit. I know I'll appreciate it for the art and like certain aspects of it again, and so like I just need time. There's like some awkwardness, but like I don't know. I've seen a couple things where there's where a lot of that came from and where it went and whatnot. There's like not a lot of stuff that backs some stuff up, but it's such a murky like area. It just has a bad taste in your mouth no matter what. Like whatever is true or untrue, you're just like, I just can't go back to this right now, dude. It's not.
Maybe maybe he'll overcome it and come back and whatever, but it tarnishes your reputation, even if
Yeah,
you did it or
dude.
not.
Exactly. And the way he just like acted about it, and like, I mean, it's one thing to stay quiet, but it's another thing to like almost like not acknowledge it either, you know? Like, it's weird. It's weird. I think the management behind that was really bad on like addressing if he did or didn't do anything. There should have been some acknowledgement of something like.
It's like those women after 30 years come up and say, well, Bill Cosby did this to me. Why didn't you say something when it happened? Why do you have to wait 30 years to do something?
I hate that.
Yeah, it's that just the way I think one way things were, and just like the fear of what that does to like everything around you or the risks that come behind it.
Yeah, he's really dark, dude.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like the more powerful some of these people are, like the more damage they could do. I think beyond what like some of us could like understand. Which is crazy. I mean, it's a crazy world, like especially that Hollywood. Once you start entering that Hollywood realm, I feel like things get really Like, whoa.
Well, you see,
Hollywood and music.
you
Hollywood is
see the
young.
actors and actresses that are couples, like say Paul Newman and Joanne Woodward. They kept a quiet life. He liked to race cars and do his Newman Zone.
Yeah.
So, they never did the Hollywood spotlight stuff, parties and
That's,
all that. It can be done. It just people chose to do the party life.
Yeah.
yeah, like Kurt Russell and his wife Goldie Hawn, right?
Yeah.
They've been married since forever.
Well, they're not married officially, but
Or are they?
Yeah, together, yeah.
Oh, there goes my
Yeah.
dog. Loves to get some noise in. She was tapping her little toes earlier in the show, and now she's getting some barks in.
Mhm.
You're a really good drummer. She's really good on the hi-hat.
It's like your dog
With her
knew it was
tail?
time to wrap up the show.
There she goes.
Dog was like, all right, it's time to close the show. But it is that time. It's time.
time to go
Oh, it
out,
is.
man.
Wow,
Let me out.
that's crazy.
Yeah, this was a good sesh. I'm glad that I wanted to do like work on the zine that I kind of started prepping. And then I thought this would be a lot more fun, and I'm glad I did it because it was a lot more fun than trying to like think of drawing cauldrons tonight. So, but gosh, let's do a round table. Max, gosh, that lettering looks intense.
Yeah, and you're missing the other 3 pages that are full of it.
Jeez, whoa.
Dude, you're cutting my butt.
I also
What-
did this. I also did this today. These
Oh, cool.
are a bunch of mini zines that are going to be free and wall mounted at my gallery show tomorrow.
Nice.
Well,
And
good
then
luck
congrats
with the
That
show.
was good.
Thank you. And then, I did almost 2 full pages of lettering tonight for gag. So hopefully I can get that out.
What do you use to
soon.
letter?
What do I use to letter?
Yeah, what do you use
I,
right now?
Well, because gag is an insane amount of lettering, I print out like a blue line that has the exact ruling that I want for reprinting, and then this is just like a real basic felt pen. It's like super cheap. I got this in a huge pack because if I used an expensive pen, I would just burn through a ton.
Oh, interesting. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. I always love doing that.
You can go get issue 1 of gag if you go to artofmf.com. It's $5, free shipping, 60 plus pages of interviews, art, comics, and more. And issue 2 is coming out soon.
Hell yeah. Love it, Max. Love it so much. Let's see. Let's see what Mark is. What'd you work on tonight, man? Looks like you made some progress.
I did some lettering, and then when I got down to travel, I had traveling, and I read it, and I'm like, okay, I got to get rid of the traveling and just have travel.
There you go. Lettering lessons. I feel that, dude. Just
Well, I try to be
What?
neat. You know, when you went to school and you had to work on your penmanship,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah. I feel that. That lettering is so difficult, and I'm learning trying to find the right tools to make it legible when we
Well,
print stuff, you know.
I've been trying to find the Ames lettering guide, but I can't find it
Oh, yeah.
anywhere. I guess I'll have to go to an art store or something.
Grab a new one. Yeah, it's especially it's so clear. I actually put some blue tape on mine, one to keep it secure, but also to like make it easy to find because it blends into so much, you know, and it helps me find it faster. But awesome, Mark. Dude, it's always thankful that you're on the show. Really appreciate you coming on and hanging out with us tonight. Great convos.
I'll be back next week, I think. I'm scheduled for
I think
next
so.
week.
I I haven't seen the schedule, but I'm sure you are, which makes me happy. So awesome! I'm gonna start scheduling for May too. I'm gonna drop it back in the chat, and so we get some
Same
creators
here.
on. I know some people. Awesome! I love that. Yeah, we'll get the show lined up for the next 2 months too, which would be exciting. And speaking of Brandon
And good
Matthews,
luck with
what?
your free comic day.
Oh, thank you, Mark. I can't wait to talk about it next week when we get back and tell you guys how it went.
Well,
And
it's been fun, guys. See you next week.
we'll see you, Mark. Brandon Matthews, what'd you work on tonight, dude? Dude, that looks awesome.
Yeah, this is the Golden Week theme bikini drawing for Sadako.
Oh, that's cool. What else did you do?
I'm
Was this the
thinking
main thing
about
you worked on?
right now, yeah.
Cool.
I'm also doing another comic series too. This
Oh,
character
choice.
right here, she's going to appear in the later chapters of Neo Destiny. She's basically the ex-girlfriend of the main character Locke.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Dude, that's great.
He had to dump her because she kind of got carried away with trying to steal his treasure and stuff.
I love that. It's great.
Like she's
Dude,
still
rad.
cool with him though.
Rad. You got any events or anything coming up? Or just like things that you're excited for? And or announcements?
Well, so far it's pretty nothing really. I would go to the free comic book day, but I have no bus fare to get there, so.
I feel that.
And it's too bad that my comic shop doesn't do the book signing like the other one did a few years ago. That was really fun. Made some money there too.
Oh wow. Yeah. Yeah, finding a place to set you up. I mean, it's rough sometimes, but I hope you find another place for next year. You get to work something out.
I wish I could go to this indie comic con in Connecticut, New Haven, but the thing is, it's far away from where I live, and I have to get a bus, like a special bus to take me there. But
And this
lots
year
of
it's in
planning.
Providence too, so it's even further at that point. Being in Providence this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Truth.
It's pretty far, man.
Yeah, I feel that. Well, Brandon, always good to have you on, my dude. Super glad that you came on tonight. I know it's been a minute. Well, I can't
Thank
wait to
you.
get you on the best show again. Of course, yeah. And let's see what's up with Reece. What do you got going on? What do you work on tonight?
Like I said, it's been a top tip secret. So we're gonna drop it on you guys real quick. As you see that I am this is how I do my thought process. So I'm working on a book which I just got confirmation to you about. I'm working on a book called oh snap. Change gonna come. And my dude Kevin, man, is a fantastic writer. You guys really are gonna look forward to this. So we're doing some covers right now. As you guys can see, my art desk is crazy right now. But so I read like it's a four title series that's coming out called Change Gonna Come. And you wait till you guys see this. Like I've worked on some epic pieces of work. This right here is going to be something that takes me to a whole different level, and I can't wait to have the opportunity to show you guys, man. So this is actually the cover for the second book. Like I said, I read the book as I was on my way up in New York. It was like the Matrix just hit me. Like, all right. So I'm not going to tell you what's going on, but I don't know if you guys can tell from the zoom in. But all these characters, why are they smiling like that? What's the ideological that's going on? Ooh, things are getting weird. So I can't wait till you guys see it, man. I hope you guys enjoy it. It'll be coming out later on this year, early next year, the 2027, late 2026, early 2027 era. And man, I'm just getting started. We are just getting started over here, man.
Love it, dude. Epic, man. You got a lot of cool stuff coming up too. So you got a busy year. So definitely can't
Yeah.
wait to see you back on the show again.
Oh, you definitely got. You guys are going. What? Man, it is the season. Let's go.
Do it. Thank you so much, Reese. Always a pleasure, my dude. Always a blast catching up with you, my guy. So much. I can't wait till I get to see you sometime this year. Hopefully Baltimore or something.
Heck yeah, I'm definitely going to be there this year too.
Aaron, my dude, what'd you work on?
So I'm working
Awesome.
on like a space or more like heavy metal-ish Wesley. I think I got there in the face and like maybe some parts of the body. I think I still have to rework it a little bit, but for
That looks good.
oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm
You're welcome.
gonna be working on because a robot type character it's like a heavier metal version of Wesley is gonna show up in the Air and Space comic that I'm doing for Lion Cosmic. So I think I'm getting there. I need to go through some old sketchbooks of different robots that I've drawn and keep working on it. But I needed to design it. You know what I mean? Like I have the whole issue pretty much drawn, and I just have like a mannequin of a robot in those sequences that he's done. And I'm like, this actually needs to be designed. So
No, I feel that.
I'm getting that done. And then, I've always got a few other things going on too. I didn't end up doing much with the shopping cart story, but get some progress here. I've been looking at some Sam Keith stuff, so I'm going to try and bring that in to the design a little bit. Just to homage Sam Keith in honor of him, because he was one of the first artists where I really noticed it on the newsstands. So, R.I.P. Sam Keith. But we got some other stuff going on. I have Leslie the Robot. My Halloween special is available. It's got the winter special in there too for $10. It's on this beautiful newsprint, printed in glorious black and white with tons of pinups in there. By John Burkett, who was just on the show, right? Or am I crazy?
We haven't had John on the show. I would love to get John on the show sometime, though. I just did a Catch Comics and Coffee of Barrel Star, though.
Oh, that's right. Yes,
Might be,
I
yeah.
think that's what I'm thinking. We got some Ro Higashi in here too.
Blah, cool. I love Ro.
The editor of the manga section of Cosmic Lion.
Yeah.
My buddy Caetano Valenzuela, he's going to be at my home shop doing commissions and selling work on Saturday. And Nick Cognetti, whose work Spirit of Shadows is out now, he's got some great stuff going on. He did a little pin up for me there too. I'll probably make
cool.
this a variant cover when I reprint the whole big comic, because why not?
That's sick.
But yeah, I'm going to be at the Liverpool Public Library here in Central New York tomorrow as part of their free comic book day events. Tom Payer of Ahoy Comics is going to be speaking there too. And then tomorrow Sunday I will be down at Elmira in the Top Market. So I'm looking forward to that, to hang out with my buddies Fred C. Stressing and Nick Casey. So busy weekend. Lots of good stuff going on.
Love it, man. Dude, I gotta pick up a copy of that book while I'm tired. Next time I see you, that's the one I'm missing too. Sick, dude. That was tonight. Let me do my shout outs real fast. You catch me at 4Color Fantasies this Saturday, where you can get a copy of Stoned Wars, the book you've been seeing me draw the last year. Spilled Ink Year One, the zine of my favorite drawings from Year One, and then we have the Fake Your Death zine that has the first two anthology submissions with a preview of Act One, which is in pre-launch right now, and you can follow it on Kickstarter. And I'll also have a copy of our free comic book day special from Lesser Known Comics, where a lot of shops got their own variant cover, and this is the 4Color Fantasy shop exclusive that Max here drew and colored with Angie and Eric, the people that work at the shop.
That looks
our
great.
Monster. Dude, Max killed it. Look at that. It's beautiful. I love it
those
so much.
colors.
And then debuting is like the main cover for the free comic book day special is my cover that I drew here on
Wow,
Spilled Ink,
man.
and that Max colored it. My lighting is so terrible. I'm so sorry, but yeah,
Damn, that
I'm
looks
so hyped
great,
about
dude.
this. Max made it look amazing.
The
Thank
line-
I'm so It was so I'm so hyped to have like a cover out. That's so cool. Like on Free Comic Book Day, like it's an honor. I did the forward for that issue too. So good times. It's gonna be a good Saturday. I also tonight I worked on this absolute. Oops, let me show you guys. I worked on this absolute Batman. I did looking at a Dragotta cover.
That looks awesome.
Thanks. Yeah, it was a
Welcome.
good warm up. And then I did this Fix Your Hearts or Die, this Twin Peaks David Lynch thing.
Yeah, love it.
So, and then I'm doing this Venom next. I was trying to spell Venom, but it didn't really come out as clear as I wanted, but it's there.
In the webs.
Yeah.
Ooh, that looks fire.
I gotta use a whiteout and whatnot to make some parts stand out. So that's the show tonight. Thank you all so much for being here and hanging out. I can't wait to catch up next week and talk about what we did over the weekend. And then I'll be starting up a new zine next week. So
Heck yeah.
hyped. Yeah. Other than that, CWS has lots of announcements. We have a new website. We've been working through a few bugs. We've had some really good feedback. Some stuff has changed. But we're always looking for feedback and seeing what we could do better. But if you guys have any questions or thoughts, concerns about the new crowdfunding or publishing discounts, like hit me up, shoot me a message. I'm more than happy to help you guys out, or want to place orders. I'll answer and help you guys out as well. So y'all have a good night and thanks for hanging.
You too. Bye.